Here we go. Chavayim Beis. We are holding part 3 of the Mishnah. Part 1, we spoke about the 3 places that Kahanim guard the Beis HaMikdash, Beis HaTinas, Beis HaNitzas, Beis HaMoikad. Hopefully those places are starting to sound normal in your mouth. We compared and contrasted the 2 of them. And part 2 is we spoke about the sleeping arrangements. Happens to be the kasha that I don't remember who asked. I'd love to give you credit. What did the Zakinim sleep in? Who asked that at the end of last night? Who was that? Was your question? It actually bothered me. I probably learned this Mishnah. I don't want to say as how many times. I'm embarrassed to say that I never thought of that. What are the Zakinim wear to sleep? So I started looking around, and some want to say it doesn't flow. Some want to say that it says Pirchei Kuna Ishk Sosa Ba'aretz. That the loy is going back not only on the Pirchei Kahuna, but also on the Zakinim. Some want to say that. It doesn't read so gishmak, but there are some Mefarshim that see that. It's on the floor. I don't know. It's still under review. I just wanted to point out that that is it's a good question. It's a good question. Let's get weiter. Ira keri la'echad meha. So now where are we? We're in the Beis HaMoikad. What is the Beis HaMoikad? A large room with a dome, rows of stones around the edges. Who is sleeping there? Both the Zakinim and the Pirchei Kuna. Pirchei Kuna on the floor, Zakinim on the benches. FYI, were they on the benches? It sounds that way, right? Mm-hmm. Some Rishonim learn, no. They would walk up the benches and they would sleep. There'd be like a cavity in the wall, and they would sleep in the wall. Very, very interesting. We'll have more pictures from Mir Tashem once we get our teeth dug deep. There's a picture here, but it's not here. It just shows rows, right? Yeah, yeah. The other pictures. Look at the more pictures. Okay.
You're talking about this way?
No. Here, this we're talking about. They slept over here, but there's other pictures that we'll get to. Okay. So now, what happens? We're in the Beis HaMikdash, remember? Okay. Ira keri lechan mehem. One of them in the middle of the night sees keri. So that means he's tamei. We have a problem. He's in the Beis HaMikdash and he's tamei. That's what we call a stira. You can't be tamei in the Beis HaMikdash. So what does he do? Yoitze, he exits. Now remember, where are we? We're in the Beis HaMikdash. What time are we? I don't know, 3 a.m. Middle of the night. Very important to remember that detail. Yoitze, he exits. Ve'hoilich loy, and he goes onto Chavav Amud Aleph. B'mesiba, through a tunnel. Ha hoilechas, that goes. Loy or tachas, to get rid of the word loy, either way. Ha'ilachas loy, that goes, tachas habira, underneath, tachas underneath, habira. Now, bira literally means a palace. Here refers to the Beis HaMikdash. Ha'ilachas loy, tachas habira, that goes underneath the Beis HaMikdash. Bim Nesiba, through a tunnel. So again, Yaitzi exits. Vaylech loy bim Nesiba, through a tunnel. Ha'ilachas, that goes, loy tachas habira, under the Beis HaMikdash. So he's in a tunnel. Vinira, yeah.
The beer like under or going the opposite direction. There's no by the wall.
No, it means under. It means he's in the Beis HaMikdash. He takes a circular stairway downward, and he goes and he walks through a tunnel under the Beis HaMikdash. He's about to go to find the mikvah, but he's underground right now. He's in the tunnels. This is the precursor for the Hamas tunnels. We have candles burning on either wall, which this is the first place that. Oh, 1 second. Ad, until, again, Neir is Tolkien, there are candles burning mikanu lekan, from here and there, meaning on both sides. Ad, until Shumagia, he reaches Lebeis Hatvila, till he reaches the Beis Hatvila. What's the Beis Hatvila? Just like it sounds like. Beis is a house. Tvila, of immersion. It's a mikvah room. Umadura hisasham. And what was in the room of the mikvah? A madura. What's a madura? Anyone? Like Baimer vibes? Anyone over here?
Fire.
A fire, very good. A bonfire. Madura hisasham. And there was a bonfire there. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol nihiyeh b'dvarei. Yes, it's cold and yes, it's fresh. Ubeis HaKisei. Again, so where are we now? Under the Beis HaMikdash, in a room with a mikvah. What else is in the room with a mikvah? A fire. What else is in the room? Ubeis HaKisei shel kavod. There's a bathroom. Beis HaKisei, a bathroom. Shel kavod, of honor. Interesting. What's the bathroom of honor? Says the Mishnah, Zeh haya kavayda. This was its honor. Matzai na'ul, if you find the door closed. Matzai, if you find na'ul closed. Yodua, yoideya, it is known. Why is the door closed? Sheyesham adam. Someone is inside. Patuach, if the door is open, biyodua, it is known. Shein sham adam, there is no person inside. Oh, that's the cover, which just tells you if this was something special in the Beis Hamikdash. So what do we see clearly? That this wasn't the most common thing. Not everyone had such a fancy toilet with a door. Why is there a door? To show you if someone is inside. Okay, very nice. What does he do when he gets there? Well, why is he there? Because he's Tame. Yarad, he goes down. Vitaval, and he goes to the mikvah. Allah, he comes up. Vinistapeg, and he dries himself off. Vinistapeg, a good word. He dries himself off. Vinischameim, and he warms himself. Kineged hamidura, opposite the fire. So that was just a literal play-by-play. He wakes up Tameh, he exits through the tunnel with fire on both sides under the Beis Hamikdash to a room with a mikvah and a fire and a toilet with a door, because that's the cover to know that no one's or someone's inside. He goes to the mikvah, he comes up, dries off, warms himself by the fire. So what comes next? He comes, the Yashav Loi, and he sits. Itzel next to Echov HaKehanim, his brothers the Kehanim, which means where does he come back to? Where did he start from?
The place where he starts.
Oh, the Beis HaMoiked. Very good. He comes back to the Beis HaMoiked, and he stays there until Shahaya Sha'arim Niftachim, until the gates, the Sha'arim, the gates, Niftachim open up. Yoitze, then he exits. V'hoilech loy, and he goes on his way. So, why, after he goes to the mikvah, does he go back to the Beis HaMoiked where all the other Kehanim are?
Where should he go?
First of all,
First he's most sleeping.
Good. Is he tired?
Well,
Yeah,
we, did,
100%.
we didn't say he can't come back.
Slow.
He can't go back.
What did it say?
Said
He goes back to Beis HaMoiked. He waits there until what? The morning. The doors open up and he leaves. Why is he leaving?
No one else is leaving?
No. Why is he leaving? Yoitze, he exits. You know why? He's not tahar yet. He's what we call a tzvul yoim. He went to the mikvah. There's a second component of tahira, which is only relevant to Beis HaMikdash. That's why we don't really know about this nowadays, which is the sun has to set. Herav Shemesh. After you go to the mikvah, you're not tahar until the next nighttime. Okay? So you go to the mikvah at 5 a.m. Are you tahar? Sort of. Are you really tahar? No. Until when? Herav Shemesh till the sun sets. So now we'll ask the question the other way. So why at 3 a.m. doesn't he just go home? Why is he going back to the Beis HaMikdash? So one answer is, like you said, the guy's sleeping. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You want to start walking home? Let him go back and hang out in bed until the morning. He's still. So what do you mean? Oh, so that's so meaning if he good, but better. You know why he doesn't leave? He can't.
Can't walk to the basement.
He's locked in. You can't leave the Beis Hamikdash. Door's locked. The only way to get out is they open those gates. They can't open those gates till the morning. The gates are only open in the morning. They don't open the gates in the middle of the night. You can't leave. That's another reason. And maybe the greatest reason is
like a tunnel.
an exit tunnel.
Right.
Exit tunnel. So the Arshit doesn't actually hold that, by the way. The Arshit does hold that. But the one of the pshatim, a beautiful pshat is, he doesn't leave? Because then what's going to happen? All the Kahanim wake up. And hey, Ruvain's not here. Oh, we know what happened to Ruvain. That's not Kishmak. So instead, for his kavod, we allow him to slip out in the middle of the night, go run to the mikvah, come back, pretend, and then in the morning, the gates open, everyone does their own thing. Some go home, everyone, right? You don't work every day in the base of English. So then he can slip away. It's another shot, a beautiful shot, why he goes back. Let's continue. That's part 3 of the Mishnah, which we label as what happens if he wakes up tummy. Part 4, mi shehu roitze, one who wants. Mi shehu, one who wants, roitze, he wants litroim, literally means truma, means to separate. Esa mizbeach, if he wants to separate the mizbeach, what does it mean he wants to separate? This is what we call trumas hadeshen. What is deshen? Ashes. This is the first avodah of the day that we're going to see. He wants to separate the ashes. What the avodah is, what they do, we're going to get to. But he wants to do the first avodah. So what do? Mashkim, you get up early. V'toivel, and you go to the mikvah. Now this is anyone, not someone who is tamei. Any person, any kohen, he's sleeping at night. Next morning, he says, "You know what? I want to do Trumas Hadeshin." So you know what you got to do? You wake up early, go to the mik. When? Ad shelo yavoy hamimayna. Before the mimayna comes. Who is the mimayna? Mimayna is a person's name. Good, the appointed one. He is the guy in charge of a lot of things in the base of Mikdash. He's the guy.
That's why I know the word.
Yeah, about that. The mimayna. You toyed with calling the business that, didn't you?
Yeah.
The mimayna.
Let's not calling it that.
Hamimayna. He's the mashkiach and he's the mimayna. Okay, this is getting scary. Actually, Yavai hamimayna. The mimayna is the guy in charge, as we'll see. So says the Mishnah, if you want to get up early before the mimayna comes, when does he come? When does he come? Excuse me. Pardon. What time does the mimayna come? Says the Mishnah. Very interesting. This is something I never really wrapped my head around. Says the Mishnah, Loi kola itim shavais. Itim are times. Loi kola itim shavais. Not all times are equal, or shaveh are equal. What does that mean? Pa'amim, there are times, shehu ba, that he comes, mikros like ever. When the rooster crows, oisamach le milfanav, near it, before it, milfanav, before it, oimeacharav, or after it. Okay, meaning the mimayna, when does he show up to work every day? Around the time that the rooster crows, which, by the way, is very early in the morning. This is like a lois. This is early. The time that you wake up, right? Yeah, about that. Hamimayna ba, the mimayna comes, vidafak alehen, he knocks on the door, dafak, it's a Hebrew word, lidafuk, he knocks on the door, vehein, and they Pasuloi, they open it for him. The Kohanim open it for him. So he knocks on the door of the Beis HaMikdash, and they open it for him. Amar Lahen, he says to them, Misha Taval, whoever went to the mikvah. Why do they go to the mikvah again? Because they want to get involved in the Trumas Hadeshin. So what do? Says the Memaina, Yavai, come, the Yapis, and be involved in the pious. What's the pious? No one lived in Eretz Yisrael long enough. The pious is the lottery. Come on, you didn't play the Israeli lottery. V'yapis, and be involved in the lottery. Hefisu, they did the lottery. Misha zacha, the one that is zeicha, meaning the one that wins the lottery. Zacha boy is zeicha in it. End of the Mishnah. Is there anything that bothers anyone about the end of the Mishnah? I'm going to say it outside. Let's see if anything bothers anyone. What did the end of the Mishnah say?
What do you mean when they won it? Like I'm saying,
The what?
You have a lottery, right?
Yeah.
So whoever wins the lottery, of course.
Yeah, he gets it.
Right.
So you're saying it's repetitive at the end. Good. That's one issue. But let's repeat the whole end of the Mishnah. The Mishnah said, whoever wants to do the Trumas Hadesh, you know what he does? Get up early, go to the mikvah. When do you go? Before the Mimayna comes. When does the Mimayna come? Not exactly the same time, around Krusay Gever. The Mimayna comes, he knocks, they open the door, and he says, whoever wants, come and let's do a lottery. And they do a lottery. Who wins, wins. So the point that's bothersome
is why would they first they should do the lottery, then go to the mikvah. Everyone's going to the mikvah.
Okay, interesting. Why do they have to do what you're asking? Why do they have to?
Everyone runs to the mikvah.
Good.
Try to be
So that you just answered a kasha that we're gonna have to get to. is where the lottery is performed. We're going to see that there's different areas of the base of Mikdash, and in certain areas you're going to have to go to the mikvah. So the lottery is performed in an area you have to go to the mikvah. But the issue that the Gemara is going to have is the opening line sounded like whoever Mishahu writes it, whoever wants to do the Chumas Hadashen, go to the mikvah. So it sounds like
Come and grab it.
come and grab it. And then it says he comes. Oh, who's doing the lottery? You told me if I get up early and I go to the mikvah, I do Chumas Hadashen. Now you're telling me I have to do a lottery? What's going on over here? Which one is it? Is it my choice or is it a lottery? That's going to be a kasha of the Gemara. Okay, that's the end of the Mishnah. 4 parts of the Mishnah. Let's stop now. Let's chazer. Let's chazer and let's get it close.
Still one part.
Yes.
Nothing to do with that. We chazer now. We chazer once again.
Yes.
it's
So-
one I never got that.
Good. So let's get it clear. So for right now in the beginning, it sounds almost ridiculous. Like yesterday we learned 8 lines. Then we chazered it after this year.
And then we did
Then you chazered it again.
after, and
Then we chazer next
we
day.
chazer 3 times. You think?
So you learn it once.
Yeah.
You chazer it here once or twice.
I do twice. Yeah.
Best is twice.
Next day,
And then you do a chazer next day. And then Shabbos, we chazer it again. So
What
in
about
the
tomorrow?
so
See,
so we have, I want to talk about tomorrow. So I want to talk about tomorrow. So just to point out is in the beginning, it sounds very babyish. It sounds like, okay, it's whatever. But within 2 weeks, you have a blot and a half of Gemara. So halavai, that after a blot and a half of Gemara, you should be able to say, oh, it's so babyish and I have the whole thing in my fingertips, both the reading, and then if the reading is so simple, then we go for Shakavatariya. Know it on the back of your hand. Know it, the way you're supposed to know a piece of Gemara. Shakavatariya means to be able to speak out the whole Gemara outside.
Do it like you think.
Oh, however you want. Everyone does their own thing. I happen to be a huge Shakavatariya person. I got into this in camp because I realized that once you know it so well, it's so easy. So easy. It just goes. So that's really the next step in Gemara is to memorize word for word. No, I don't think that's even, your name's not Chaim Kanievsky. But to know mamish, every step of the Gemara, Klar, Mishnah, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 is amazing. I think the goal always should be on Wednesdays to chazer Monday and Tuesday. That should always be the goal on Wednesday.
Anything, nothing. Thursdays are off day.
No,
Tuesday,
off day. What are you
I'm saying.
Is Wednesday's the
hanging in Cancun? What's going on? What's
No,
going
I'm
on?
saying it's
What's
Thursday.
going on?
Wednesday are coming in or it's positive?
No, Wednesday we have off.
So what's Thursday?
Right.
Wednesday we have off. So I'll tell you. So for this week, Thursday is going to be a double day, just for this week. By the second week, there'll be enough to take care of Wednesday and Thursday. That's going to be. So for this week, yes, Wednesday and Thursday, double down, which will help because tomorrow. So let's just get this Mishnah Mamish backwards and forwards. We'll do it 100 times by Thursday. So then when we start the Gemara, we'll be able to move. Mirza Hashem.